Okay, we're in the caravan, and I just thought I'd just, share what we've had as meals today. At lunchtime, we had the steak in ale with cheese cobblers, and this is the luxury range from Iceland. And we had that with the partly baked bread and finished that off in the oven. These we did actually cook in the microwave. And hubby, what did you think? I enjoyed
Well,
it.
yeah, nice.
You thought it would be a lot more though, didn't you?
By the size of the bowl, I was expecting it to be quite.
It's deceiving, isn't it? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we've got rid of the tray now, but it was quite about like that, wasn't it? Sort of
Yeah.
about half the depth, but very enjoyable. As I said, I got 4 meals for £10. So what, £2.50 a meal, and we got the other two maybe to have tomorrow. And then for tea, we had the barbecued ribs from the Friday range. These we did it all in the oven in the end, and then in the microwave it was just the chili beef and the cheese. So we had the chili beef fries. Actually, look, because I said it was quite spicy, didn't I? It's got 3 chilies out of 5 there, so that's probably why it was quite spicy. So as I said, that's what we had for lunch, and that's what we had for tea. Okay, it is Saturday morning, and yes, as you can see, we're in the caravan again at the farm. I know I'm probably for the first time ever, I believe, clubbing 2 days together due to the fact that I was very busy yesterday. Just a recap, you will see footage of us arriving. It rained all day. It stopped, I would say, about 11:30, 12:15 at night. Due to the fact it was still up. I did craft for quite a few hours, didn't I, hubby? Again, so yes, so you'll be seeing those. I'll probably add that on at some point in this video. Right, yesterday was a hectic day. Got up normal time. I did my basics. I did end up, because our son had the day off, he went for his COVID-19 vaccination, his first one. So B&M is next door. I didn't do a haul. It was really mainly just basics. I wanted to get some sauces. I like the curry sauce from there, so I didn't do a haul. And I got a lovely soap, which I probably will share when we get back. Then after that, we went to visit my parents very briefly, due to the fact it's Father's Day coming up, so I wanted to give him his present and his card, which originally was going to send through the post, but we did a round trip. By the time I got back, I thought I haven't got long, and my son was counting down because I had to just put a few more things in our case and load the car. We was loading the car in the pouring rain as hubby pulled up, swapped the cars over, he got change, and then we went to lock up to pick our caravan up. By this time, I say, it was just constant rain right from yesterday morning until I say about 11:30, 12:15 last night. And even queuing up for the COVID-19 tests, say they've got 3 or 4 things going on, so they, different queues, but you have to wait outside until you're called. We were there a little bit early, and I said, well, as long as we log in, if it comes to it, we just go and sit in the car. If if we have to wait, it's got a little bit of overhang, and our receptionist, because there's another surgery there, and then there's the dentist as well, said that the nurse was just getting the vaccine out of the fridge. So they called about 3 or 4 names and nobody spoke up, so I think quite a few people did actually not turn up, which is a bit bad really, because they've allocated so many units, I think, for the amount of people. And then, because I'd already said he was here, he asked his name, and he was actually the first one, but he wasn't supposed to be, but he ended up being the first one. So as soon as he went in, after he has his vaccination, obviously, I call it the holding pen. Sounds good, doesn't it, for 15 minutes. So I quickly nipped into B&M, and I was just coming up to the surgery, and he was sitting in his car trying to phone me. It took me a little while to get my backpack off because I had an umbrella, I had my small bag of shopping, so I ended up calling back, and he was actually about to bring the car around. He couldn't believe how quick I was in B&M, but B&M was empty. I didn't go looking around, and I haven't done a video in there for ages. I've got another comment come through, yeah, because obviously I'm filming on my phone. So as I said, it was a hectic day and I was shattered, but then I crafted, once we set all up and unpacked in the rain, poor hubby got soaked, I then got lunch. I was cooking lunch while I was unpacking actually, and I did show what we had before we got rid of all the packaging, to share what we had. And actually, did you enjoy both meals? You did, didn't you?
Yeah,
yeah, something different, and you know, quick and easy. I know hubby says don't worry about the tank of gas because we've got two, but if I can, I like to use electric, if that makes sense, because obviously we've paid for hookup, and yeah, but then again, you can't always use the microwave, and it's not always healthy. But yeah, normally we go for an evening walk, but as I said, it just chucked it down. Right, that's enough from yesterday. Just recapping, as I said, hectic day, was shattered, but I didn't fall asleep. I started dozing off about, I think it was about 11:15. Normally we're in bed by then, and hubby turned off, we was watching Lucifer, and he could see I was going like this after I'd craft for a few hours, and he said, let's go to bed. And I thought, I'm not going to be able to sleep, but by this time it had stopped raining. As anybody may realise, if you stayed in a static or a caravan, even a tent, it always sounds worse when it's raining, doesn't it? Yes. So luckily it stopped, and I did wake up. What time did I first wake up?
5.
Yeah, I went into the wardrobe. As you know, the wardrobe is here. I was just disorientated. I didn't know where I was. Loud bang. I think hubby was sort of waking, because let's face it, we wake up just before alarm anyway. And I knocked my big toe of one foot, my knee on my other leg, and I sort of staggered. And I say the bathroom's just there. Went back to bed. I did ask hubby if he wanted a cup of tea, he said no. Fell back to sleep, and then I woke up second sort of early hours of the morning again, with cramp in my right leg. So yeah, right, today it a bit overcast. The sun briefly came out a little while ago, but it is clouded up again. We are going to risk, I think, going to Stanford. I did say I was going to wait for a nice day, but I thought let's go somewhere different. We have been there 3 times over about 10 years, I'd like to say. So it's been a couple of years since we've been. I had planned to take a picnic, but it's just not the weather for it. So where we park in a car park, if we do the same car park, it's a lovely little park to walk through, and a very small town centre. But I'll see what film we can do if the weather holds. So I know hubby's hedging to get off before it starts raining again, but it doesn't keep us in. We try and work round it, as I said, but we like to try and stay as active as we can and get fresh air also. So follow us along on our day, whatever may be, will be. Yeah, so this is it. It's really cloudy, isn't it, darling?
Yeah.
It's not too bad at the moment. So yeah, so as I say, we're gonna try Stanford. I would rather it have been a nice sunny day, but it's not cold, but at least it's a bit cooler for walking. Yeah, Pepsi Max, water, Got hand sanitizer here. We've got Max. You know the drill. Trekking boots, thicker fleeces. We've got our thin ones on. But yeah, I like to be prepared for whatever, especially if we don't know how long we're going to be out or we're going to be out all day. I'm just saying I like to be prepared. Except for the kitchen sink, which is actually in the caravan. I like to be prepared, don't I? Especially when that time we were travelling out of town and we were going to visitors, weren't we? And it was quite a trek, and I even had sleeping boots and everything to spay because we had bad weather, didn't we? We had snow. We were wondering whether to cancel the trip, but they know I had water bottles, I had snacks and everything. It's just how I am. I think if I'm prepared, I would say 80% of the time I don't need them, but it's just there in case. So as I said, we're about to leave site now and on to Stanford. So off we go. Yes, we got the dash cam here, GoPro and sat nav there. So yeah, we're going to see how things go. We've got a big fifth wheel here.
Quarter of a mile, turn right.
A Dodge Ram Dually.
It's not the one, is it? Is that the same people we toured?
Yeah, it could have been.
I wonder.
Yeah.
USA might actually have to knock and say hello. If I can find my video, I will actually check. It looks like it, doesn't it? It'd be nice to say hello there if it is, because it looks like the same truck, and I don't know if anybody remembers it, but was it 2019? It could have been. We went to say hello and said, oh, could I take some pictures or video of his truck and his fifth wheel without his number plate, obviously. And this was supposed to be a 5-minute, sort of walk thing. And I knocked on his door and he said, yeah. And I've said this story a few times, and it was 2 hours later, wasn't it? We were invited in and everything. So, yeah. We did actually have to then say we got to go because we were dying for a drink, weren't we?
Sure.
So yeah, so here we are. We're about to leave, and hopefully, I'm just hoping that we might have some dry weather. It would be nice. Say the difference from a fortnight ago, wasn't it?
Sure.
When we had the sun,
outside.
yeah, and everything. But as I said, I think anybody does. You make the best of what you can, don't you? So yeah, I'm gonna stop nattering, and then I always go on to something else, another subject, because I know there is some people that don't like these chatty videos, but there is certain subscribers out there that I know that you love these videos, and you do like some background and everything. Oh look, the sheep are out, and they're on the car park. Maybe they put in the yeah, doing the grass, because they're usually in this field, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, so we just paused here because there's another car coming in. Yes, we're just walking from the car park. So this is a lovely area to come. And just stopped and was nattering to a lady. And she was telling us, I think it's called Burley House. But anyway, we know there's a map here that we normally have a look at, you know, to check things. And then there's the bridge here that you go across to a mini park into their small town centre. So as I said, it's handy, isn't it, because it has got a map. As I said, it's a lovely area. As I said, we was going to be a picnic. That's what we planned to do if it was sort of nice and sunny, not too hot. And we go through this small park, and just say it's a lovely little place to visit. If you haven't noticed, hubby's wearing his blue jumper rather than black to make a change.
Still black jeans on.
Yeah, still got black jeans on. was about empty. This is why when we're going out we like to come fairly early, due to the fact that places, especially small places, tend to do get busy. As I said, I don't think there was many cars when we first arrived, but there you are. Had a nice walk round Stanford town centre. Okay, this is the Porch Awning we've got off Facebook Marketplace. We picked this up from Bedfordshire, wasn't it?
Yeah, the other side of Bedford.
We bought it a fortnight ago when we came back. Actually, from
here.
From here, wasn't it?
Yeah, we communicated why we was here for the weekend and said, yeah, we'll pop over Monday evening.
So hubby wants to check it over. He did have it out
last weekend.
As I said, and I forgot to leave a caption to explain what it was, and you reckoned it hadn't been used, hadn't it?
No.
So yeah, we'll see how this goes. We've got the full awning, the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this one's light.
So we'll see how this one goes. So hubby's just threaded it through the guide rail at the moment, and as I said, this is the first time actually putting this one up. We have got an air awning, full air awning for our caravan. We just wanted a small porch awning, and then we've also got the sun canopy, so whatever the weather or whatever the length of time we're at our pitch, wherever we happen to be, is what sort of awning or sun canopy or not at all we will have. So that is the name of the sun camp. So it is an air awning or porch awning. So in theory it should be fairly easy, or not take too long to actually inflate it. It takes longer to actually peg it down, doesn't it, darling?
Yeah.
Is the new box of pegs still in the boot of the car?
I just thought I'd use them.
This is the state of our boot. This has actually been empty, but we tend to store everything here. Just excuse the carts going by at the back of me, but this is how it works out. As I said, we've got our ways of storing everything, so if we haven't got, it's different when we've got the full awning if we're away for any length of time, because we store it either in the awning or under the bed, but it's just easy enough this way. This is something our youngest son brought hubby for Father's Day, one of the gifts anyway. It's something he needed, and this actually comes with a free storage case. This is the it's got 20, and this is the heavy duty tent and awning screw-in pegs, and this is what you can use the drill on, and this is what we wanted, and I think it was 80, I'd like to say it's $18.99, and it's surprising, this is what they look like, surprising how these blunt or get damaged or anything, and we just needed another box of these anyway, because especially here the ground is quite the hard standing is quite tough to get them in. So there we are. So as I said, I think they were $18.99. You've got bottle coat, that's the case I use, as I said, cool bag, and you know, that's the boot organizer at the back there. That's our like trekking boots, hard boots in case the weather's really bad, max state in the car, extra bags and things like that. So yeah, as I said, with this, and also as I say, we've got this underneath to stop things from moving about if necessary. But I just thought I'd show you that. Right, these are the older pegs. As you can see, this is what happens, and they can get, you know, muddy, they can get rusted up a little bit, you know, but anyway, as I said, now and again hubby likes to replace them, plus this I think can blunt after a while and gets harder to put into the ground. We have a number of different pegs and things depending on whether it's grass or hard core, you know, and storm straps, electric drill, as I said, because we try and make it as easy as possible, especially when you're away for the weekend. But as I say, this will take a little bit longer due to the fact that hubby hasn't put this one up before, but as I said, hopefully it's in the same principle as the air awning that we have. We do have an electric pump that we use for the main awning, but this is the one that came with it, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I think he just wants to try it, check that it works okay and everything. yes, the air standing here is really hard, and this is what happens. Look. What's happened with that one?
That's bent as well.
Oh, okay. So this is what happens. Very often, if we're going to have an awning up, especially our fall awning, we occasionally in the past have had grass, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because it's just a lot easier. But I think out of all the hard standing, this is usually the most difficult. We did have a problem in Dorset one year, and then we ended up having to go out and get some more of those drill pegs. This is one
if you hit a nail.
yeah, this is
stone.
why hubby's using the hammer at the moment and only using the drill part to take it out if he needs to adjust. But sometimes hard standing or whatever, you use the drill, don't you? Depending on how tough the ground is. Yeah, I'm here supervising. While hubby does all the work, and yeah, you can hear him. He's knocking all these in. Good workout, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is. That car's gone by. But this is the hardest part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on my steps at the moment. I don't know if you can see that. Here, look, my steps. Because we're going to have lunch in a bit. I don't know whether I mentioned earlier, but some people that we met, a lovely couple we met in, I think it was 2019, and they've got the big fifth wheel. If you remember us saying as we were leaving to go out to Stanford, this is all fifth wheel. And then when we got close, I said to Herbie, I said, is that the same couple that we met? Well, their truck and the fifth wheel. And he says, yeah, it is, because he remembered the number plate, because it's a personalised one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Personalised number plate. So yeah, we may go and knock on their door. I'll keep an eye out to see if I see them out. They did have a little dog as well. Might go and see in a little while or later. Don't really want to disturb them. And just say hello. I think it was 2019, wasn't it? I'm sure it was when we actually seen them. I did video the fifth wheel and their truck. Okay, so hubby's now put the porch awning up. Actually, it's a lot bigger than what I expected. He said he's better judging in size than I am. But I'm surprised because it is quite a decent size porch awning, and it is an air one because it said space. It's like our other one, but this is a different make. Are you pleased with it, darling?
Oh yeah. Honest to God, I don't think it's ever been put up.
Yeah, this is quite, tough. And look, injury. It looks like his fingers already swollen out. I said to him about it.
Yeah,
and
but I didn't hit it with an hammer or anything. It was holding the.
That was Dorset.
Yeah, that was Dorset. That's
2016, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you've accomplished what you wanted to do. You wanted to put this up, and although I said that's what I was saying, this is quite hard and big.
It's really hard.
But if we was to have hard standing or anything, or even grass, what we can do is have a ground sheet and maybe a small carpeting and everything, special carpeting flooring you can put down, because this would be handy if we don't want to put the full awning up. And we've got a granddaughter with us, so she's got a little bit of, fair decent space, hasn't she, to play with or play in with the toys and everything if the weather's either hot or it's not very nice. Because
I know it's not sunny, but I'm sweating. I don't know whether it's because I've been doing hard work.
So there we are. So yeah, we are not sure. Got to be very careful. This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about. That's why we put a storm strap on before, because this is a little bit thicker. But if there's anything to trip over, or trip over my own feet, I will go over.
I mean, fall out the caravan, fall in the caravan, fall out the car, and can't get in the car.
Yeah, so we've had 3 mishaps. We've got his, was it your thumb, wasn't it, or finger?
Thumb.
And 2 bent pegs, because these are that tough, they can't be actually straightened, can they?
Yeah, I can if hit them with an hammer.
Oh, there we
But
go.
I need a block.
Maybe we won't try that here, but yeah, say fair, decent porch awning. So yeah, I think we're going to leave it up now for the weekend. Right, this is as far as we got in our day. Hubby's put the porch awning up. We visited, you know, this nice couple that we met in 2019. As I said, you've probably seen from some of the footage that they are the same couple that we seen with the 5th wheel. So we went and said hello. We ended up staying
An hour.
an hour. Very nice couple. And we've had lunch. So just a few items I got from one of the charity shops in Stanford. I went on in a few because it's been a while since I've been around a few charity shops except for Bernardo's where we live. So a few DVDs. Got this one, Dino Time. Don't think I've ever seen it because our granddaughter's into dinosaurs. This was what, £1.49. So as I said, we're getting pieces in ready in case we take her away. We're hoping to in a fortnight's time, so just a few pieces in. If not, she will be staying with us again anyway. So that's that one. They had a whole bin full of DVDs and it was 50p each or 3 for £1, so I got 3 here. I got Nativity to Danger in the Manager. I haven't seen 2 and I think there's a number 3 out as well now. I've seen the first one but I haven't seen the other 2, so I've got that one. And then we've got Robert and Frank. I've got a sneaky feeling I have seen this, but I've only seen it once. I'm not sure if we borrowed it from somebody and that's how we got to see it, but I thought I'll pick it up again. Trying to keep the DVDs down, but I am getting rid of a few out of the caravan and at home. And then Confessions of a Shopaholic. So they're the DVDs, so that's 4 DVDs, so I am getting rid of quite a few. And then the next thing, it was $4.99. Let's see, this is what it is here. Sorry for the reflection. And it's got a lot of extra pieces in that I think should have been included this. And this is ideal because it velcros at the top. It's got the 2 zip compartments and it doesn't take a lot of room up and it's lightweight. So we could have this in the caravan again or on the move. And as I say, it's got so many pieces in here. So I know I've got all the surveilling family at home, but I don't really want to put those in the caravan. I'm more precious about those than I am this. And it's got things like the bed and what else have we got in here? And it's got quite a few dolls. I don't know if it is actually Polly Pocket or not. It does say, I think, Polly Pocket on the side, so that's that. So I'm not up. There's quite a few of these, quite a lot of the dolls and everything in here, and it looks like you've got a lot of sort of change the hairs, clothes like this, and it's got, you know, sort of little chairs and things. So I'm not sure if they're all in little bags, and you know, lots of bits and pieces, coffee table, and then this, I don't know whether this was part of it or something else. this has got poly on it, so I'm not very familiar with these sort of things. And it looks like it's like a little sort of wardrobe type thing. So it opens up like that, but then that opens up like so, and it's like a little sort of stage thing. It's supposed to be like the speakers there, and that goes up like that. So yeah, I mean, she will be supervised because of all the little pieces, but then again, I think it's kind of sweet as well. So there's lots to sort of you know, play with in here, and each of the room sets. I'm just trying to move some of these bits over. I will have a little bit of a sort out in here. It's got like sort of dressing table type thing. I don't know if you can see that without it all falling out, things like that. So it's just a little something, and I say it's lightweight and doesn't take a lot of room up. I say normally I pack colouring books, sticker books and that sort of thing as well, but we're always hopeful, and we have in the past when we've took her away. As I said, we didn't take her away last year in 2020, but in 2019 we took her away quite a few times, and we were really lucky the weather, and we could get out and about, and took her to the parks and things like that, and swings, and we visited people, relatives. So yeah, so there we are. So I thought that was okay for $4.99. So I'm going to get on with our day. I think we're going to have a bit of a relaxing time now, so I'm not sure exactly how much I'll be videoing. I have got some cards to share, but I'm not sure now whether I will actually be including it in this video or another one. I'm going to see exactly when I've put all this video together exactly how long it's going to be before I decide whether I'm going to include my crafting session as well.